Hi, and welcome to another LRCC Soundbite on Mother's Day. Today is a day that stirs up emotions. It stirs them up in different ways for different people. You might be doing something special for your mum today and taking her out to dinner. Or you might be just wanting to move on. And the emotions might be hard because your mum might not be with you anymore. I'm aware that not all families grow up happy. You might have painful memories. Or you might be only able to celebrate remotely over a Zoom call because you're separated by distance. Historically, Mothering Sunday was a time to go back to your family. But it was more than that. It was also a time to go back to the place where you grew up. I've got a story today that Jesus told about a boy who moved away from his family and ended up having to go home, not quite knowing what he was going to find. You may know this story. It's known as the story of the prodigal son. It talks about a family and a change in that family. A father has two sons, but the younger one rebels and asks his father to give him half of everything that the father owns. It's the inheritance which one day will be his, but instead of waiting for his father to die, he wants it now. Now maybe the underlying sentiment there is that he wishes his father had already died. His father's sad, but he gives the son what he's asked for because he loves him. And the son leaves the family and off he goes, taking all his newfound wealth with him. And while this is going on, his older brother is left at home taking care of everything and working hard for his father. Some time passes. Eventually the younger son has spent every penny. There is nothing left. He finds himself having to take on a truly dreadful job and live rough. And at his very lowest point, this younger son realises everything that he's lost and decides that he's going to try going back home because he's figured out that even his father's servants have far more than he has right now. His plan is simple. He'll go and offer to his father that he works for him as a servant and hope that his father will allow him to. So he travels home. Now, his father never forgot him. He would go and stand on the roof of the house for hours watching the horizon, hoping that one day his son would return. And then this day arrives. And there in the distance he sees his son. He's looking much worse for wear, but it's him. He sees him and he's coming. The father rushes down, runs out to meet him, and instead of scolding him, he immediately reinstates him as his son. He gives him new clothes. He throws a feast in his honour. He celebrates because his son has come home. His older brother doesn't join them though. He stays outside. He stays on his own. He can't find it in himself to forgive and welcome his brother back after everything he's put them through. One son is reconciled. The other son is unable to bring himself to even see his brother. We're all different. Relationships are complicated things. I guess what I wanted to say today is to challenge us all to think about relationships. The relationships we have, the ones that are strained, the ones that are broken, the ones that are difficult. But as we think about those, also think about the relationships we have that are good and strong and meaningful. What would it take to repair some of those broken relationships? I can't tell you it's easy because it isn't. It really isn't. But is there a step that you can take to begin the journey back towards reconciliation? Maybe even today. A day when we might be seeing some people we don't normally see. Maybe today is the day to take a step back to building a better relationship with somebody. As Christians, we're not asked to do that alone. Jesus promises to walk with us in everything we do. Maybe you could even try asking him to help you. Whatever you think of prayer. If you ask God, if it doesn't work, well, you've not lost anything. If it does, it could make a real difference. And my belief is that prayer always works. Give it a go. God bless you. I do hope you have a great week, and I will see you next time.